what's going on, everybody, man? It's the Build Different podcast. And have a smile on my face.
We see that. We see that.
My mustache is prominent.
What? Hey, son, you see the Quan Boardy, son?
I didn't.
You ain't see. I tagged you, son. He did a video and shaved it off. Yeah, it's crazy. You should go.
I gotta go see it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He finally gave up. That's crazy. Hey, look, man. I got some wine poured, man. I got a straw. And because this is gonna be a special podcast, man. We got King here, and we just really have to get some answers from him because King is the basketball guy on this podcast.
The guru, nigga. I'm the man in the world. Forget the pie, nigga. Like they gonna know. The guru.
Yes. And you know what I'm saying? I don't really know much about basketball, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of casual. But you know, I just got common sense. And I just use my intellect and weigh different things. And we just the Mavs and the Timberwolves just played. Timberwolves got spanked. They're done. Series is over. So I just want to let you guys, I just want to bring y'all back to kind of the start of the series when we made our predictions as to, what was going to take place. I said that the Mavericks were going to win this series. King said that the Timberwolves were going to win this series. He hyped up Anthony Edwards, said that, he was,
oh my God,
he was the second coming of Jordan and Kobe, and that he was just too nice, and there was no way that he was going to be that, that they were going to be able to, beat him. So I, on the other hand, said that, he also praised the Timberwolves defense and said that, they got this crazy defense. And I said that, I don't know nothing about basketball. Hold on, I'm not done talking. I'm gonna sip some wine. I don't know nothing about basketball. I just said, I was like, bro,
purple.
I said, bro, Kyrie and Luka and that team is just too good offensively. Timberwolves defense does not
you said.
Matter.
Oh my God.
That's what I said. They can go
That's
back.
That's
not
what you said. Run the tape, man. That's not Justin.
Yes,
run the tape, son.
No, you will not change the facts. You won't change the facts. You're not going to change the facts. Okay? Fake news, man. Free Donald Trump. It's like, nah, that's a joke. So look, I can't hear you. I know. Hey, bro, make sure your mic is good because we need to hear from you. Because I can hear you right now. But now we're at the end of it. Series is over. 4-1. Mavs win. My prediction is correct. That vaunted Timberwolves defense meant nothing. So, King, we need to hear from you because let me tell you, this has happened way too many times. You were wrong on the last series. When we talked about the Lakers in Denver, you were wrong there. I was right. You are the basketball guy.
Because I said
you have to take accountability. You are the basketball guy.
What does the number of the number of losses in the series doesn't mean you don't know basketball. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, look, at the end of the day, listen, the Timberwolves man, the odds were that the Timberwolves were going to win the series. You could have bet your money and you would have lost your return if you bet on the Timberwolves to win the series. They were favored.
Why did you take them? You're the basketball guy. You know basketball.
Right, and you just named a couple reasons why I took them. Kyrie and Luka just ended up being too much, and even in the third quarter, everybody that watched this game saw Davis die. So, Anthony Edwards, man, like he was just too exhausted. I mean, I watched the closeout play, and man, they trapped Luka at the top, gave it to Lively at the nail. Lively pivot to the rim. He kicked out to Derrick Jones Jr. And, man, my man's closeout was a jog. And at that point, I said, man, he's exhausted. But how many 22-year-olds lead their team to the conference championship? Not
we
many.
Don't want to hear that because you're the one who said that he was going to. So
right.
I don't want to hear
I was right.
I don't want to hear that right now.
So that's one check for me. That was right.
Nah,
he led them to the Western Conference Championship.
No, I'm talking about winning it. You say he was going to win it.
Right. I said they would win in 7. You're right. I did. I
Okay.
did say they're winning 7. And like I said,
Okay.
majority of the world picked them to win. This is my problem.
Okay.
And as much as that's my guy, I'm gonna be critical on, just like I was with Kobe. My
Mm-hmm.
first problem is you took 18 shots.
Mm-hmm.
You only took Kyrie took 27, Luka took 22, Karl Anthony Towns took 20. You took 18 shots, and I feel like was more worried about making the right play than losing because he wasn't good enough. When I watched this closeout, I saw 2 killers, Luka and Kyrie. I saw 2 killers,
I
and I
said that.
saw
I
and I
said that.
saw and I saw my man be extremely passive, Braun like, and man, you can ask my son, it was pissing me off. Drive to the rim, split the double team, get it to the air, kick out to the 3. I'm like, bro, your team is like 12 for 40. Why are you kicking the ball out? Like, my man, shoot,
I see
man,
him do it
make
a
the man
lot.
shoot the ball. And like it just listen, 22, he'll be back. He'll be back with a vengeance.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, man, he's gonna win rings. Multiple.
We thought
Multiple.
that Giannis was gonna be back.
Who said that? Maybe your African people said that. I didn't say that.
Everybody said that. It's not just the
I
African
didn't say
community.
that.
Everybody said that when they won a championship. We thought, hey, this is gonna continue.
Nah,
Like,
you
he's
just
gonna
knew
be back.
Giannis was a dog. Nobody was like, yo, Giannis gonna win multiple rings. That wasn't talked about in
Right.
my circle. I'm sorry.
I heard that a lot.
All right. Well, they were wrong.
I heard that a
You see what I'm
lot.
saying? But
So
Ant's gonna win multiple rings. That stamp it. What Chuck say?
we don't believe you.
Ant-
Listen,
Huh?
we don't believe you. You
You can
have
try to
you
discredit me all you want.
you
Remember, you're
listen.
the same nigga
You
with the
have
Bronny
to
take.
listen.
You're the same nigga
You
with the Bronny
listen,
take.
and that hasn't been proven wrong.
You
So
said he's
you
gonna
have to
man, you
gain
said
some
he's gonna be the second
credibility.
greatest player of all
You
time.
have to gain some credibility on this podcast.
I gain,
We're
man.
not letting you
If
off
it's
the
not
hook.
if it's not in my
You
play,
have
if
to
it's
gain.
not in my takes,
There
if
is
it's not in
nothing.
my knowledge, hey,
Listen,
listen, that's 3. That's
when it came
listen,
to Patrick Mahomes versus Josh
we're talking
Allen,
basketball.
when it
Why are you
comes
bringing it
to
to football?
when
We're
it comes
talking
to the Lakers
basketball.
series,
We're
what was the numbers
listen,
going to be in the
you
Lakers
said
series?
5-1.
When it comes to who was going to
You
win
said,
this series, I mean,
yeah.
listen, you've been wrong too many times, King.
No, I haven't. I
And
haven't. I've
I
been
want to know,
more right than I've been wrong. Listen, I'm not
an
perfect.
apology?
I'm not
Can we get
perfect,
an
but I've
apology?
been right more than I've been wrong, and that's
Are you man
proven.
enough? Are you man enough to give us an apology right
Who am
here
I
and right
giving an
now as the
apology to?
basketball guy? Number
Who am I
one
giving
to
an
me.
apology to?
Number
For
one to
what?
me.
For
Number one
what?
to me. Because you told me that you were the basketball guy and I trusted you. And I
I'm
partnered with
proving that I'm the
you.
basketball
And
guy.
you were supposed to
I'm
be
proving. Go back and look at me destroy Ryan
you were
Hollins
supposed to
in the
be.
LeBron
That's
debate.
not what you
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
That's not what you did. You
Listen,
haven't
that's
won
what I
one
did.
debate. You
That's
haven't
what I
won one
did.
debate on this show.
I've
We're
won
waiting for you to get
multiple.
your first
I've
dub. We're waiting for
won.
you to take a
Listen.
victory lap like I'm taking right now. We're
No,
waiting
you're
for
not taking
you.
a victory
We're
lap.
waiting on you.
All right.
To
So who
come
you taking to
on
win? Who you
with
taking to
the
win?
prominent mustache. We're
taking to
waiting for
win?
you to come on with the wine in hand. And
I
you
don't
have
drink
not.
alcohol.
And
I
you
don't
have
drink
not been
alcohol.
able to do
I
that.
don't drink alcohol.
Take another sip.
Go ahead, son. Take your time. I know you don't get many wins, which is why you want to be so
No, that's
loud
what
and
you say
boisterous
every
when you
time.
do.
We're tired
You
of
don't
hearing
get
that.
many wins.
That's what you
don't
say
get
every
many
time.
wins.
That's what you say
Don't
every
make me
time.
post
We're
a
tired
video.
of
You
hearing
don't
that.
get.
We're tired of hearing that because all we've seen is L's from you. So now I'm gonna. Hey, look, I'm playing with church money at this point. I'm so up. Now we're talking about this. Fix your mic. Now we're talking about this series right here.
Hold on, you're
Now,
playing with church money or house money?
all the money, all the
What you
money. I got all the money. I got the church's money. I got the
playing.
house money, and
Hey,
I got show money. If you want to put money on this, I can have you. I can have your money. So listen, right, this series right now, we got Mavs, Celtics. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on a second. We have Mavs,
Are you gonna
Celtics,
base your
man.
opinion off of numbers or off of what you
It's
seen?
the NBA Finals.
What you gonna base
I'm
it
gonna base
off
my
of?
opinion off of my basketball knowledge. And here's what I'm
Which
gonna
is
tell
very
you.
little.
And
So I
here's
can't
what
wait
I'm
to
gonna
hear
tell
this.
you.
All right, tell me. All right.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Let's add this to the stage. I'm gonna say that the Mavericks are gonna win this series. I believe that the star power again. And I've been consistent this whole time, but I'm gonna say that the star power of the Mavericks is gonna be way too much for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is the biggest dog that the Celtics have. Jason Brown is the biggest dog that the Celtics have.
Jalen.
Jaylen, my fault.
Uh-huh.
Jaylen Brown is the biggest dog the Celtics have, but I don't think that he's dog enough.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Kyrie is a champion. He's been there, done that. He's won.
Okay.
I believe that Luka is a superstar.
Okay.
I guess we can say maybe top 3 in the NBA right now.
Okay.
And that's going to be, and along with their supporting cast, PJ Washington, Gafford, Lively. Hopefully he's going to be healthy.
Who's going to be healthy?
Lively.
Okay.
Hopefully he's going to be healthy. I believe that that team with them 2 stars at the forefront, they both scored over 30 tonight, is going to be too much for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who are and I think Al Horford is going to be barbecue chicken.
Okay.
As he's always been in his elder years.
That's not, and that's just
gonna be the case. So we've seen from Jason Tatum his ability to, or his, we've seen he has a tendency to just shrink on any given night, to just give you nothing on any given night, to just be quiet until the fourth quarter and let the rest of his team carry on any given night. And I believe that that's going to be the case. And I believe that against these 2 dogs, you can't do that. He's going to have to show up every night, and I don't trust him to do that. Just like I don't trust you. So, King, what do you say? What is your prediction?
So this one's actually pretty tricky. And
It's not tricky. It's not tricky.
I'm gonna tell you why it's tricky, man.
I just told y'all what it was.
I let you talk,
I just
man.
told y'all what it was.
I just let you
y'all
talk.
See?
I just let
I'm
you
the
talk.
Basketball. And from now on, I am the basketball guy. I am the basketball guy.
So look, you're the basketball guy.
I am the basketball guy.
Because you named
from now
starters.
On, hey, let me tell y'all something.
Like because you can name 5 starters, you're the basketball guy.
From now on, I am the basketball guy.
All right, so let me. So
I don't
Mr. Basketball guy.
So I'm the basketball guy from now
Mr.
on.
Basketball.
We want takes
Mr.
about
Basketball guy. Let me get my take.
And I want y'all to do this. Y'all can send in questions to the Built Different Podcast Instagram, and y'all can send in questions. Yeah, send it to the Instagram. Y'all have any basketball questions? If there's any basketball coaches out there, if you need your
parlays, if you need your parlays,
if you want
Mr. 30 go and take care of you.
I got you.
Go, hey, look.
Do not trust this man. I got you. I'm the basketball guy. Go ahead.
All right. So, you switched to the basketball guy. Why does it say King and Keen? What the hell?
Bro, I knew when I saw him on the camera, I was like, what is he up to? When he was on the camera when I first put it on, I was like, what is he up to right now? When he asked me if I could hear him, I said he's scheming. I don't know what he's up to, bro. He's trying to slither his way. Fix your mic so we can hear you, bro. Oh, man. Because we need your take. Go ahead.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, why I say it's tricky is because of this. And again, this has been my guy for a long time. The reason why Giannis got a championship, and as much as I hate to feel this way, and I'm torn, I'm gonna say it would be the reason why the Celtics and Jason Tatum get their championship, but his name is Jrue Holiday. All right. And the reason why I say he's such an X factor more than Porzingis, more than Al Horford, more than anybody, is because he's such a good, great two-way player. And he's the only, with the exception of Jaylen Brown, he's really and truly the only two-way player in this series. that can be an elite defender and can be a proficient and effective scorer. And he's gonna match up highly with Kyrie. Like it's gonna be a chess match between that offense and that defense. And if Holiday can do his job, because one thing that the issue with Minnesota and Dallas series was the fact that so even back to Denver, they caught Denver at a good point because Denver's bench was weak. Dallas caught Minnesota at a good point because offensively, they like outside of Ant Edwards, think about what they did. They basically let them shoot threes and made Ant not be effective driving and slashing, which is his strong point. Boston has not many deficiencies offensively. Porzingis comes back. All right. So now you got Porzingis, you got Holiday, you got Jaylen Brown, you got Jason Tate. You got a lot of offensive options where now, guess what? You got Lively got to come out, guard Porzingis at the 3. Even with Al Horford in the game, you got to guard him at the 3. It's gonna be a great chess match. I love Kyrie. I want Kyrie to get a ring. I just don't know right now who's gonna win, and it's hard for me to just sit up here after 20 minutes of the game and just say, "Oh, Dallas is gonna win." No, like any basketball true nigga, no, that's not just what you do, man.
I am a basketball true nigga.
You can tell.
So I just said the Mavericks is gonna win. Can we get a prediction from you?
Hey, look, I'll give you a prediction before the show over, man. Let me do my
That's
Stephen
crazy.
A, man. Let me do my Stephen A, man. Let
That's
me give you
crazy. Can we get a prediction? Damn, your confidence got shook like that.
It's not my confidence. I'm just not going to blast out information like you. You be guessing.
Confidence got shook
you be
like
guessing.
That.
Listen, hey, look.
Why am I? If I'm guessing, why am I always
need
right?
to go to the casino more often, nigga.
If I'm guessing, then why am I always right?
You're not always
if I'm guessing, then why am I always
you
right?
Bronny, you said Bronny.
I just know these things. And has he gotten to the league yet?
You said he's gonna be. You said he's gonna be the second greatest player of all time.
Didn't he decide that he's staying in the draft?
He did decide.
What
does that mean?
Why do you think that is?
Because LeBron James has puppeteered his son's way into the draft to get drafted.
Because he knows he's getting drafted. Bronny James knows that he's getting drafted. So that's why he's decided to stay in the draft. Listen, obviously, they've been told.
You know why Bron hasn't read up his contract yet? So that he makes sure his son get drafted, because he's going to make sure that everybody knows it's an option if you draft my son, or even to the Lakers. Make sure you draft this nigga if you want me back. And then after a year, he gonna end up in the G League and end up like Marcus Jordan, Dayton, Pippen.
That's crazy. That's hate. That's hate.
You know
that's hate.
You know what I mean?
Hate.
Bro, it's not.
Hate.
It's not listen. And you got hate. This problem. You the main nigga with this problem, because somebody don't agree it's called hate. It's realistic. It's like, if Bronny would have went back to college for another year or two, he might be a lottery pick. He might be the guy where you're like, nah, he's developed and he's going to be a solid NBA player. Name me a player the Lakers developed. Name me a player the Lakers have developed.
What's his name? White boy. What's his name? You know his name. Austin Reeves. Thank you. Thank you, Keem.
So look. So Austin Reeves, again, when we're talking about develop, all right, you got a good rookie year. What do you do your sophomore year? What do you do your third year, your fourth year? Bro,
he earned a second contract, didn't he?
Austin Reeves, again, based off of 1 year. What did he do this year? Look like trash. Look like a shell of himself. And let me not say trash. Austin Reeves, you're not trash. But he didn't look like the guy that you was like, he's going to be our starting point guard next year. Right?
He hasn't even been a star. He was developed. I'm sure he wasn't like a top 10 pick. You know what I mean?
No, Austin Reeves was undrafted. So what I'm saying is,
that's what I'm saying. So yeah. So I think you've gotten your money's worth if you got an undrafted player, and now he's been able to be a solid contributor.
That you lost in the first round with?
It doesn't matter. I'm saying he's become a solid contributor on the team as an undrafted player.
Right.
That's always a win. That's always a win.
All right. So he's a solid contributor. He's, again, developed doesn't mean 1 or 2 years. When I say develop, I'm talking about develop like how Giannis has developed, right? How
Giannis is a star. Joker is a star. Just to develop talent, you don't have to only have stars. If I have, it doesn't matter what league you're in. Whether you, I can't hear you right now, so I'm gonna go. It doesn't matter if you're talking about NFL, if you're talking about NBA. If I get an undrafted player and now he's a solid starter for me, I can hear you now. Now he's a solid starter for me or a solid contributor for me. That is a win. I have developed that guy. He doesn't have to be a superstar to say I've developed him.
I named niggas that's not superstars. And again,
say it again.
Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray. I named them. They're not superstars. So
when you say Michael Porter Jr. and I say Reeves, I think the same boat.
That's no. Michael Porter Jr. is better than Austin Reeves. Yes. Like Michael Porter Jr., there's more body of work there, right? And on top of that, Michael Porter Jr. played and was successful before Joker was Joker, right? Before Jamal Murray was Jamal Murray. Austin Reeves has had Bron, has had AD,
but we're talking about
been the third fiddle. You see what I'm saying? Like
he showed up. And he showed up and they've counted on him.
Man, he showed up last year.
They lost this year, but he still showed up. He was still a solid contributor for them. They still depended on him.
Pull up his man. He's a numbers guy. Pull up Austin Reeves numbers.
Yeah.
So that he can understand something.
Go ahead.
So that he can understand the eye test versus always just looking at a point per game and a rebound per game stat. But this is so this is the point where if Bronny goes back and he does his thing and then he comes out the draft more polished, then you don't hear these things, right? Somebody put up Marcus Jordan stat and showed this nigga at Illinois scored 8 points per game. Ooh, never got invited to the draft, never got none of this. Bronny is moving up the draft board. Bronny James is moving up the draft board, talking about getting picked at number 20-something. For like, what has he done to deserve it?
So it seems like he's trending towards what I'm talking about, right?
No, he's not trending to the Alex Starr gonna be the number one pick. He's not trending to no number one pick. You said the Hawks should draft him number one.
They should. I don't know if they will. Rumors are at 4. I forgot who's at 4. Spurs
have number 4, number 8.
May draft him. But I'm still talking to some sources. Who knows? We're looking, it may be top 10, but we know.
So this is the guessing game.
Gonna get drafted.
So look,
it's no guessing game. It's just intellect, it's knowledge, it's sources. I may become an insider soon.
You should.
I may become an insider soon.
Really quick. You lose
and
your
I'm
job
gonna
really quick.
And I'm gonna be the new Woj. I'm gonna be the new Woj.
Don't disrespect Woj like that.
I'm gonna be the new Woj, bro. All the insider game is just gossip.
Talking to the right people. Talking to the right people and trusting that they're gonna give you the right information and giving them right. And you're off to a bad start. And you're off to a bad start.
How do you know that yet? How do you know
that? You're off to a.
How do you know that?
Let me just tell you what
it hasn't been determined yet.
Can I tell you what discredits you? That you think he's gonna be the second greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
And that you said if you were a GM in Atlanta, you would take him number 1.
Yes. Exactly what I would do.
No, sir. Hey, listen. Again, all like the fact
who are you gonna take instead of him?
Again, I told you my guy is Dillingham.
Okay.
I love Rob
and
Dillingham. That's my guy.
And we're gonna see what Dillingham becomes. We're gonna see what Dillingham becomes. Because I don't know if you know, but I'm a Hornets fan. So all these guys at the top of the draft, it's supposed to be this and supposed to be that. I'm a Hornets fan. So I know I can tell you firsthand how it can go wrong, how somebody can bust. Pause.
Well, that was because of the ownership. I just don't think Jordan was a good GM. Brandon Miller is panning out for you guys. He's panning out for you guys. You see what I'm saying? Like, and
we thought LaMelo was panning out.
I mean, LaMelo just injury prone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but when he plays,
he's running over kids' foots. trying to ask for autographs.
Yeah, yo, I don't even get that. First, I don't even get
He's
how that
playing
happens, but
GTA in the streets with
I
his fancy
mean,
cars.
I get, and you in the city now too, son. So
I'm in the city.
you gonna cross his path a lot. I see.
I may.
So yeah,
Let's
but
see.
long story short, man. Again, it ain't hate on Bronny. Listen, Bronny, get your money. Your father gonna make sure you get your money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bronny, you gonna make you gonna make sure you get your money.
man,
You're gonna
listen.
be the greatest of all, second greatest of all time.
And he said
You
it
all you gotta
again.
do is
He
under your
said it
father's tutelage.
again. Oh my
All you gotta
God.
do is be under your father's tutelage. Listen, take the information in, work your ass off, be the hardest worker, and that's all it's gonna take.
So why you think Marcus Jordan isn't the second greatest player of all time?
Because his father is a
He
gatekeeper
has the
who
greatest
wanted
player. His father,
who
greatest of
want
all time.
exactly. His father is a gatekeeper who wanted to make sure he could beat him one on one forever. That's his only motivation in life is to beat everybody one on one and to prove that he's the greatest. And that's why he could not pass it on to his son to make sure that his son could be great like him. Braun, on the other hand, is not like that. He is not. He is a team player. He has proven that over the course of his career, and that's why his stats are what his stats are. And he is
But
going
his
to teach his
team
son
success
his
is
ways
low. But his team success is not what Jordan's is.
for 4 championships.
Yeah, did you hear what I said? His team
But it's
success
but
is
it's
not.
I mean, but that's not bad. 4 championships is good.
Yeah, but you're comparing. You're saying why Marcus was trash and Bronny's gonna be good because he's a
But
team player. And you
yeah,
and the selfish
but
mindset
but
of
but
Jordan
Jordan's
led him to 6
but
championships, 6-0,
Jordan's
never
but
seeing a game
Jordan's
7,
but Jordan's
having 2
individual
three-peats.
Jordan's individual greatness and the time that he played in and the
We're talking about a team.
and
I named team success. I didn't. You called LeBron a team player, so I took it to team. His
yeah,
team
LeBron is a
success is
team player.
low. His team success
It's
is
not
below
low.
500. It's below
It's not
500.
low. He
It's
has four
below 500.
championships.
It's
He has
below
four
500.
championships.
His
He
success rate
has
is
four
below
championships.
500.
He has 4 championships. He has been
What
able to
aren't
win
it's
four
below
championships.
500.
Am I down a championship or am I right at 4?
It's 4. He's
Four
below, he's 4 and
championships.
6.
Bro, he's
He
won 4
loses more than he
championships.
wins when he gets there.
He's at 4 championships because he gets there a whole lot. Like, we don't talk about Jordan. I'm not even trying to get into this. We don't talk about Jordan when he was in the Wizards that he didn't get there.
And
You're
we're
talking
not
about
talking
it.
about Braun when he
Yeah.
was first with Cleveland for 8 years and
But I'm
got
just
there
saying
once.
he's gotten
Like,
there. He's gotten there. He's gotten there more.
yes, he has gotten to the championship more and has done less with his opportunities than anybody
So
else.
he's gotten
Like,
more.
and he's been favored in more
He's
than he
had more
hasn't
team
been.
success.
And he's
Because he
been
got there
favored.
more. Because he got there more.
Bro,
Like, what are you talking about?
I understand that he's gotten to the championship. Again, what have you done when you've gotten there? If you're a 6-0, 5-2, 5-3, all these guys that when they get there, they win more than they lose. He loses more than he wins.
Listen, man.
6
I don't know what
finals
LeBron did.
losses.
I don't know what LeBron did to you. He came to your team
Here we
and
go.
he came to your team
We already went down this
and
road
gave you a
last week, bro.
championship.
We don't even got to talk
And
about
exactly, I
again.
don't want to. You're bringing it up, and
I will
it's a
trade
point
the
to you.
decade of competition and being in the hunt and winning multiple, because I do feel if we would have kept our young core, we would have won multiple versus one and then being trash.
You wouldn't have won multiple.
Then
You wouldn't have won multiple.
man, if we would have had
You wouldn't
our
have won
core,
multiple,
bro, if we would have
Please
kept
stop.
our core of young players, man, we had
Please stop.
Caruso. Like, bro, we had a lot of young core players that we could have, man, moved a couple pieces, brought in AD still, brought in another piece, and they could have kept competing.
Please
Braun
stop.
gets us one, and we're in they created the play-in for him.
Listen,
you
man.
want to talk about Jordan's lack of success? If there was a play-in in the early 2000s, he would have been in it.
Listen, man.
Kobe would have been in it. These guys would have been in the play-in. So what are we talking about here?
Listen, LeBron's greatness speaks for itself.
He's great.
This man
he
is 40-something years. Thank you. That's all we got.
Great.
Leave it at that.
Great.
Leave it at that. So let's leave it at that. Let me ask you a question because I got a question, And then there's another topic I wanted to talk to you about, but because you're a Cowboys fan, um, the Cowboys right now, as far as
Can you
their
remove your
cap,
name and you're not back,
their
man?
their
I don't want to
situation.
look at the
Don't hate on
screen
it
and
now.
see your
Don't hate on it
name.
now
Yeah.
because it's there. Don't hate on it now. I've already claimed that title. You can earn it back when you
What?
make some prediction that become correct. When you're confident enough to make a prediction as to who's gonna win the
I said
series,
I'm gonna make a
you can
prediction
have
once the episode's over. Don't worry, man.
cool. So
Don't
we're
worry.
waiting on that. Once you
Right.
and then when that prediction becomes correct and you start to stack those up and you start to be right a little bit when it comes to basketball, then you can reclaim
Because this
that
is the funny
title.
thing.
But
If I
for
pick
right now,
Dallas, that's what he
for
gonna
right
say.
now, for right
I'm gonna pick
now,
Dallas because he picked
that's
Dallas.
me. For right now, that's me.
All right, go ahead.
I got the crown.
All
But
right, go ahead,
as
man.
far as the Cowboys are concerned, they got a lot of people to pay.
Right.
They got a lot of people to pay. They got to pay Micah.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding out. If I'm not mistaken, they got to pay CD. He's holding out.
Well, they picked up Michael's 5th year, so they
Okay,
don't
but he's
technically have
holding
to
out.
pay him.
I
He's
know, but
right.
he wants his contract right. He wants his
Okay.
money, and they got to figure it out. CD, he's been holding out. They got to pay him. And like you said, I
Zach
think
Martin.
he has another year, but I wasn't even privy to Zach Martin, but Zach Martin, and then you got Dak in the funny situation that he's in, and I'm maybe they probably just want to move on from Dak at this point, but
Which
because
is
of the
Tom.
contract that he has, it's gonna be kind of hard. I mean, I'm saying because of the contract that he has, it's kind of holding them. Holding them still at this point. They got Trey Lance in the wing. We're gonna find out, what you think about him. But let's get a summary from you from all of that as far as the state of your team and your cap situation, what you think they should do, who you think they should keep, what you think they should do with Dak, and if moving on from Dak, who's next?
So, and King, check me if I'm wrong. I think DeMarcus Lawrence too is somebody that is due as well. Tony Pollard's gone. Yeah, so you got to probably look at the year. So look, I'm an advocate. I've been an advocate, whether it's on my own social site on these episodes, that I think it's Dak's time is done. Everybody is raving about Trey Lance, and I don't know if it's a scare tactic. I don't know what the benefit of it is and what the purpose of it is, why he's the name that everybody's talking about out of camp. But personally, I love it. There's that hope of like, man, you were the 3rd overall pick for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We gave up a 4th round. Dak was a 4th round pick. Can we recycle the theme here? And can you be a glimpse of what everybody thought you could be? Because honestly, with the talent, we don't need him to be but more. I keep going back to this. Cooper Rush won us 4 out of 5 games when Dak was hurt 2 years ago. And I understand we don't have Tyron anymore and all that, but these young offensive lineman guys that we have could come in, and if they could be Tyler Smith of last year and take those leaps and bounds, then there's no reason with a running back by committee. You know what I'm saying? Offensively,
can I just say something real quick? I don't trust this hairline. That's just what
you trust bronze. Okay.
I don't trust this hairline, but go ahead. Damn, you went out. You went out when I said that. You went out when I said that. I honestly think that if he could, at this point, I feel like he could just get like a 1. Just get a 1 or like a, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Just you shouldn't keep this if the front is look like, just give it up and
Did
get
you
a
just
1.
notice? Did you just notice that?
Nah, I've been noticed that, and once I noticed that, that's when I stopped believing in him as a quarterback.
Okay.
That's when I didn't think that he was gonna be any. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't think he was gonna pan out. But I feel like if he was to, because even I think Dax is kind of receding a little bit, but I feel like if he just cuts this because I remember this is facts, bro. RG3 when
Hmm.
when he had the little I don't know, his hair was always weird when he was playing. And that's the thing with a quarterback, bro. When I see that, I always know something's gonna not be right. So I think that that's the first thing he needs to fix, and then he may be what people projected him to be. But go ahead, my bad.
Well, no, I mean, again, man, like the from me personally, right? I'm hoping he turns into something solid for us, so we can move on for Dak because I don't think he's a $60 million quarterback a year.
Mhm.
CD's gonna get signed. CD's gonna get his money. Micah gonna get his money. Zach Martin gonna get his money. I don't think those pieces are gonna be pieces that we have to worry about losing. Um, if I'm right, I think DeMarcus Lawrence contract isn't gonna be something worth stressing over. But after looking at the schedule and understanding, like, all right, Dak is playing for a contract.
Wait, let me ask you this question because your mic just went out. Your mic just went out, so fix your mic real quick. But let me ask you this question while you're getting that right. Do you believe that CD Lamb deserves to be the highest paid receiver in the league? Because I think that's what he's campaigning for right now.
Nah,
You've
not
seen other guys that get
Justin
paid.
Jefferson. He not no Justin Jefferson. Like,
He
listen,
wants that
CD,
money though.
he can get comparable money. He's just not gonna get he's not gonna get Justin Jefferson money. JJ, like,
Mm.
I don't think CD's that.
Oh, you just froze. Well, for me, you
You
froze.
freezing
Hopefully,
too.
you.
I think he's one of the top 3 receivers in the league. I just don't think
Mhm.
he's on that level. You know what I'm interested in seeing, and we can stay on topic. I don't want to veer off too much though. But so yeah, so CD gonna get his money. Parsons, of course, is gonna get his money, and they'll find a way for Zach Martin. Restructure contract. You know how old linemen do. He'll
Mhm.
get his money. But like I said, I think I was talking about strength of schedule. I think after seeing the schedule and saying that Dak is playing for a new contract, whether it's with the Cowboys or anybody else, he should play lights out. I do feel he gonna play lights out.
Okay, and what's going to happen when he gets to the playoffs? Because that's what we
I
worry
mean,
about. He was all pro last year.
he's gonna do the same thing he always does, man.
He
I'm
gonna
not
choke.
saying he's gonna be a winner. I just say he's gonna play lights out.
That's your team.
That's I mean, that's not my guy.
Do the Panthers play the Cowboys this year?
You don't want that. Remember what happened last
Because
time. It's been
I'm
son, it's
saying we
been like
might be able to.
that-
We
that's
might
next
have to
year, right? That's next year
because
because that'll be 4 years, every 4 years, right?
I mean I'm saying no, we might play y'all because we played at Washington. I know that because I'm planning on going down to DC. Um,
Because I thought they were at the bottom. So let me see. Do we play we play the Falcons? I know we play the Falcons.
y'all
Do we
probably
play the Saints?
maybe y'all play the
Uh
Panthers.
oh.
Maybe y'all play the Panthers. Maybe I
So
might have to take your money.
you mean get your money back?
Maybe I might have to take your money.
You mean get your money back?
I said maybe I might have to take your money.
So that means that means we're betting 1,000 because you're 500 in the hole.
I'm not in the hole. A bet happened was a bet. I forgot about it at this point. I
December
didn't even know what.
15th in Carolina.
Yes, sir. Oh, maybe
I'm
you want to take
I'm
that
on the
trip.
way. I'm on the way.
Let's go.
Yo,
Let's go.
hey, someone, we get off.
Let's go.
Let's look up tickets. Like, I'm on the way, son. Son, you gonna hate me.
Come
Yo, you
through.
gonna hate
Come through.
me.
Come to the
I'm
bank.
there. I'm
Come to
there.
the bank. The bank
Yo,
is open.
son,
I know
it's already done.
you don't know nothing about that on the court, but the bank is open. Come through.
Son,
I'm gonna go to the
hey,
rooftops tomorrow and I'm gonna send you a picture. The bank is open.
so
We in
listen.
there. Let's
Let me
go.
let me say this. Stop talking basketball with what you
What
know I
is
got
my
in my back
name?
pocket. You
What
know
is
what I
my
got in
name?
my back pocket.
What
Stop
is my
doing
name?
this.
The basketball guy. I
You
don't
know what
care
I
what happened. Actually, I commend myself on a half an Achilles to the valiant effort that I put in. So I'm not even really tripping about whatever you got in your back pocket. That's just not my concern. What I know is that the bank is open. I'm looking at the bank every single day when I'm working out. when I'm in that gym putting in work, I look at the bank and
What
I
you
see
do?
they putting in.
What type of wine are you drinking? Cause you real
It's not the
animated
wine.
tonight, son. Like you
It's not the
crazy.
wine. It's not the wine. I'm just on one tonight because we just had to call you to the front of the congregation for the lies that you've told to the people, and I couldn't stand for it no more. And so that's why I'm animated, because we just had to make sure that you know what I'm saying, answered for all the lies that you told
So
and
listen.
for your sins. That's it.
So what we know moving forward is
Mm-hmm.
that December 15th, I will be in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about that. I will
Come
be in
down.
Charlotte.
Nice. I
You know
love
what I'm
it.
saying?
The
I
bank
will
is
be in
open.
Charlotte. What we doing?
The bank is open.
What again? I don't know your stadium. What seats? Like what we doing?
We'll figure it out
All right.
because I'm just getting used to it. So we'll figure out what seats we getting and we'll coordinate it. So that's it. But
Say
hey,
less.
it's a nice
Say
stadium, man.
less.
I
And
look I'm
what's the bet? How much is the bet?
we'll put the bet at we'll put the bet at 500.
All right, go back to 500. That's cool.
No problem. Speaking of sins,
Yeah.
speaking of sins, because we haven't gotten your take on this situation, but let me read this headline.
Let's go. Oh yeah,
Biggie's
I saw.
mom
Mm-hmm.
is ready to slap the daylights out of Sean Diddy Combs. I don't think we've touched on this topic at all.
We haven't. We haven't at all. Nah,
Um, damn. I saw the CNN video.
of the raid, right? Of them saying it's getting serious for him.
Not even now. I'm talking about the CNN video of Cassie
Oh, okay. I thought
and
because they
just
just released something else.
that. And you speak on that, but just that despicable behavior, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like as far as me, bro, like you know, I once talked to this guy. He's like a workout dude, Instagram guy, and say something real quick, King. Yeah, just make sure his mic's good so I can. But I'm still talking. I just didn't hear him, so I want to make sure he's good when it's time for him to talk. But um, Instagram like fitness dude, and we was working out, back when I was in Cali, and I was like, bro, why you get so big? And he was like, he was like, when I was growing up, my dad used to, put his hands on my mom, and so that's something that just motivated me. I don't know, I just wanted to be that protector. I wanted to be able to protect her, and it just made me put in my mindset to just get big. And this is just a big brolic dude. And I just share that to say, like, some people have like witnessed that, or they have experience with that in their life. I've been blessed as to which things like that is just so far removed from me. Sometimes it doesn't even seem real. And I obviously you see it, social media, whatever, movies, whatever. You see that type of stuff. I haven't had that in my life in no sense, right? None of my parents, uncles, aunties, friends, I've never had been around those situations. But so it's like when I see that, it just seems so unreal, like to that somebody could do that. you know I'm just saying, just that's my reactions to that. It just seems so crazy, so egregious. We seen him running out of the running out the room. It looks like she's trying to make an escape. Maybe at a time where he's preoccupied with something, shower, sleep, whatever the case is. I think that, I guess maybe he was asleep. He's in a towel, one hand comes out, hits her, pushes her to the ground. And then after that, bro, this is a woman stomping. Bro, it's just despicable behavior. And then um I've heard this take, but it's just like it seems as though everything that has been he's been accused of to this point, it just seems like it's on the table. Like you can't really count out anything. And for a long time, when people have said things, it's been like you couldn't imagine it. Or you're like, bro, nah, this is just some whatever. Or you have some people with takes like, oh no, um
Mm-mm.
they just trying to kill our heroes or get money or whatever the case is. But I think we just have to admit that, this is a this is a bad dude. As much as I don't like, judgment, it's just a factual statement. It's crazy. King, what's your take on it?
So yeah, her rushing to the elevator, and again in the midst of it, for whatever reason, he chasing after. Then he grab her. She full, right? And sometimes we don't even know our own strength. So that could, and let's just say the video stopped
Hell
there.
no, hell no, hell no. What? What?
Let me finish. You're not letting me finish.
He don't know. No,
I'm
but that's
talking
not
about.
consistent.
Listen. I'm talking about the first interaction, right? Like he goes to grab her, and and however he does it, man, she falls. But then the follow up to kick her, then drag her back to the room and throw the vase, right? It's the excessiveness that leads to your point of him just being a bad dude for real. And bringing up Big's mom, man, I honestly personally feel, again, it's going on what, 30 years removed, almost 30 in 2 years,
Since he died.
right. So who knows what their relationship has been since Big has passed. But let's think about it, man. He was probably like a son to her. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably was like a son to her, and her actions without demeaning him. And because again, now the what I brought up with the raid, CNN did a report and they're finding more information, and they say, yo, this isn't just about sex trafficking. It's about sex trafficking. It's about drugs, and it's about I think money laundering and fraudulent play and money. Like they say, he's up against a lot. And a lot of times you got to think, man, like this is media. She made her comment, man, slapped the daylights out of him because she probably didn't want to say any more to get him further in trouble. But at the end of the day, I was one, and I'll be the first to admit it. Like initially when Cassie came out with it, I thought it was a money grab, right? I thought it was a money grab because for me, and again, I would never be in that situation. I'm not a female. Excuse me. So I could never really truly understand the power of a man or the power of money that allows me to do the things, whatever. But I was one that was saying, like, yo, if it was really that bad, why did you wait so long to say anything? You see what I'm saying? Like, why didn't you expose him? And then why is it a civil case? Why is it in a criminal case? You see what I'm saying?
I think that like we tend to overlook certain things, and like you said, you're not a woman, and I think that the power dynamics in this is really crazy. When you really look at the details of it,
Yeah.
as far as her getting to know him when she's a baby, only like 18 at that time, making music, trying to get on the scene. He's 37, damn near 40-year-old Diddy, with all
Mm-hmm.
that comes with being Diddy. Um, we've seen, he's doing this stuff in public. This footage is being kept under wraps by the hotel people. He has
Well,
that all
supposedly
that
he paid him 50K
$50K.
to debt it. Somebody was smart enough to be like, all right, give me that 50K. I'm gonna put this in the
Boom.
safe.
Yep.
Like, I'm
All that
not getting rid of this.
control and all that, and being close to him and seeing all these that level of control over somebody. And then we hear that when she's like 18 or whatever, he signs her to a 10 album deal, and so she's just tied to this man. You know what I mean? And look, we see her trying to make an escape, and look what happens. What type of fear does that put into you? Like, where do you think that you can go?
Where's her
So
support system, man? We're like, again, I her
you don't feel like you
family,
can go nowhere. You don't feel
man.
like you can go nowhere.
Look,
You don't feel like you can go nowhere. You can escape his control. Like that stuff is deep. That stuff is powerful. Like this dude is a villain.
her father, her uncles, her brothers, her cousins. Like, man, I saw the video where he recorded her hiding under the covers. And she was like, I'm talking full body under the covers. And he's like, man, what's babe doing, man? I'm just trying to go take a walk, man. Babe, come on, let's go take a walk. And she's like trembling under the covers. And it was made to be made a joke of it at the time. But now when it just all comes back full circle, you look at it, it's like, yo, like, bro, Diddy or not, son, like, yo, you gonna feel the same pain you put my family member through. I'm gonna find you. Like, it's man, too much money or not, right? Like, I personally, and nobody else got to take my stance, but I'll die for my family. Like, man, I can only imagine. Like, if that's my sister,
that's what you're gonna do too.
Yeah, I'm
cut the car up.
Like, man, listen, if that's my sister, is for me. Like, you know how bad I would feel every night with that image of my son having to go to sleep thinking what my sister went through.
One thing, too, we've heard takes of, when it comes to Biggie's death, and I don't know what other information has come out on the case. I think they got somebody for Tupac. I don't know as far as Biggie, or he's been taught. So people have suspected certain things when it comes to him and that.
Kim Porter, his baby moms, they think he killed his baby moms.
Right. So when you look at a dude like this, it's like, when you show behavior like we seen, and then just that power trip and that ability to believe that, you just essentially God on earth. Who knows?
Yeah.
Everything's on the table. Who knows what saying what he could have set up, what he could have orchestrated. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
Yeah. So it's as all of this, and again, comes full circle, and it's like, man, bro, like, so think about every and anything that was going on before social media. And I forgot who I was talking to. I was like, man, they got Kels, right? They got Bill, they got Puff,
Russell Simmons,
like, a bunch of childhood, people that growing up was like, yo, like, man, Bad Boy was it. You know what I'm saying? When we were kids, Bad Boy was it. Kels is legendary. Like, all these Cosby, like, all these people, and social media, this generation is bringing all that to an end. It's just crazy to bring full circle.
Yeah, I don't know if I've shared this take like on the podcast, but I just speak to different people when I say this. Like, I just feel as though it seems to be like when you get the resources to kind of have everything you want, it's kind of crazy how I think it just gets more perverted and more perverted because you're chasing that thrill, and it just continues to get more perverted and more perverted until you're just doing sick stuff. You know what I mean? For example, like if I got all the money I want, bro, right now, and I say, you know what? I want to call 10 girls and I want 5 of them. I'm gonna get a jar of, I'm gonna get a ton jar of jelly. and, I want, and I want another jar, a ton of peanut butter. 5 girls, I want y'all to cover yourselves in jelly. Other 5, peanut butter. Look, the money that I have is enough. I'm gonna find 10.
You're gonna find 10.
I'm gonna find 10.
Yeah.
It's just,
you got the name and the money. They're gonna find some reason to connect themselves.
They're gonna thank you. They're gonna do that deplorable act. I'm gonna find 10 that have, that level of just whatever, what do you want to call it, self-esteem or poorness, or whatever you want to say, whatever name you want to say, that they're gonna be willing to do it.
So
that's just the point. I can make whatever I want to make happen, and then it just gets more sick. It just gets more deplorable. It just gets more whatever the name you want to call it, until you're messing with kids. You're doing all type of weird stuff.
Man, popping Carl Winslow, like,
Whoa, what
like,
happened?
You ain't see
yeah,
that shit.
you ain't see it. So
Carl
be it.
Winslow.
Yeah, this is what I want to say, and maybe we can try to put it out there, man. See, somebody some young lady wants to.
Wait, you just went out. You just went out. You just went out. Let's get you back.
To be.
Wait, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Now go ahead. Start.
I said I want a woman to come on and kind of just talk about the internal emotion and feeling and desire for wanting to be provided for and taken care of to the degree where you'll allow pretty much anything just so you can be associated. Like what? And again, I don't think in my circle I have a female that would do that. But if some young lady that has lived that life is willing to talk about it, because like we can't relate, we can speculate. There's no parts of me that would say, yo, because you got X amount of money, all right, cool. Like, what you need me to do? Pause. Like, it'll never get there with me. So we see many females in this situation, and
But I think maybe that there's a certain level of charm and whatever the case is on the front end. Like, I don't think that we should discount some of these guys' ability to groom and to ease someone. Your mic is out, so let's get your mic back. I don't think we should discount these guys' ability to groom and to ease a woman into the situation to where she looks up and it's like, damn, I'm in here and I feel trapped. I do think that is something where it's not like, hey, this guy's gonna do this, and to me, but he got this amount of money, so hey, I'm cool with it. I don't necessarily think it's always that versus okay,
bro,
boom, I meet this guy and okay, he got everything and he's telling me everything I want to hear and it's starting off real good and then he kind of just
I
flips
don't
a
think Diddy's
switch.
a charmer though. I think Diddy's I'm Puff Daddy. What's up? Like, I don't think he's smooth, man.
But you gotta
If
think,
you're
look, he
Cassie,
comes
but
from
look
it
at it
from
like
a
this
record
though.
deal. He comes from a record deal perspective. You're trying to
I get
make
all
it.
right. So cool. If you're Cassie, if it's not Diddy, like, look at me. So like I don't have to. And Diddy at the time for her wasn't a settle, right? She tried to get her career off the ground. But man, you're bad. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna
But
go
it's not about
without.
being bad.
So, but my point
It's
is
about music.
mindset. It's about mindset. So, who was the dude she was with that Diddy stole her from? Ryan, what was his name? The like Ryan Leslie, who right? Like, who's in the music industry. That was her boyfriend before she got with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, to your point, you're right, right? She's probably looking for the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, mentally, like, Cassie, you're one of the most attractive, like somebody's gonna sign me for sex appeal. Somebody's gonna sign me to sell something, and my music is gonna be a follow-up.
She's
She is
18. I
trash.
know you're speaking with that
You say
wisdom
what?
of
Right. And that's my point. Like, sex
that one
sells.
track
Diddy so
was cool.
Me and you.
That one
Me
track
and you.
that
That's
one
it.
track was cool.
and
But look,
and
but
people
listen,
listen to it because she was bad. Niggas
Yeah.
looking like, man, she's sexy.
She whispering.
You see what
it
I'm
was
saying?
cool.
Like,
It was a cool track. I remember that summer. I was in North Carolina that summer. I remember that summer.
right.
But the point of the matter is, I think that it was cool. But what I'm saying is, whatever the case, you're 18 years old, bro. Like we've all been 18, and you're in this music industry, and you can say, okay, Ryan Leslie was, your man at the time. But if Diddy's coming, and Bad Boy, the history of Bad Boy, you know how many
That boy was
uh
dead then.
but the history and saying that, hey, this is a guy who can make all the promises. And I don't know, I'm not there, but I'm saying it's really easy for this stuff to happen and go like this. And I don't want to necessarily, um, I think it's just easy to get trapped like that as an 18-year-old
Right.
young woman and then find yourself in a situation where you're just under control and you're boxed in and can't get out. And then somebody's just being abusive. Abusive that way is crazy. And your mic went out again.
Yeah, from son,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, and putting drugs in her drink and making her like, yeah, Diddy, he gotta go down for this one, man. You know,
And it's so and recording everything that's going on and all of these sex acts that she's being coerced to do and being made to do, and then make playing it back to her. Damn, bro.
yeah, it's wild, man. This is a wild
Uh,
situation.
Carisha, please.
Yeah, this is wild.
it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
It's probably coming out because he got a new joint though. Young Miami from City Girls is new joint.
And that's what, man. What
And you've spoken to this point of like, where's everybody talking? And for me, bro, it's a lot of people, and I know they brought Cameron on the CNN.
Yeah, I saw that.
They brought
Damn,
Cameron.
say y'all don't know my history with y'all niggas. Like, why would you bring me on?
First of all, it's like, first of all, like Cameron and everything that he does, he's Cameron. Where do we see Cameron like not being Cameron? We see him on It Is What It Is, Cameron every day.
But on those news reports, he makes it a point like, y'all not getting no information out of me. Why do you keep bringing me on here?
Right. So I mean, whatever. I got a good laugh out of it. I know people like, oh, he's 40 years old. He shouldn't be doing this and that. Like, bro, he's been who he is. They invited
People
him
were
on.
negative about it.
Oh yeah, you ain't see that? People negative. See, they took a standpoint of, oh, this is a black, because the woman he's talking to was black. It was her show. It was like, why'd you make her look like that? She's black. She's one of the only black, whatever anchors with a show when she's, excuse me, doing well. Why are you gonna make her look like that on her show? Another black, that was the main point. A black woman, why'd you make her look like that? If it was white, it wouldn't have meant nothing. It would just been like, okay, Cam being Cam. We saw him with Bill O'Reilly. It would have been fine. But it's a black woman. But my thing is, look, black, white, he's Cam. He's Cam. You do your homework on who this man is and understand that he's that. That is his brand. That is who he is. He's always been that.
But
that's where his success comes from.
Whoever booked him didn't tell him it was about Diddy.
And he said afterward that he knew it was about Diddy. But my point is too, and then even if you go to the interview, he answered the questions multiple times. And it seems like, from my point of view, when you look at the interview, that they're trying to get something out of him.
They always are.
They're trying to get something specific out of him, and he's not going for it until he just makes a joke out of it and calls it out. Yeah, I'm gonna get some cheeks. Take the pink horsepower, man. Who booked this?
Who booked me for this?
Who this agent? Oh, hey, Cameron. All right, thank you for your time. Like, yeah, get me out of here. Like, she was trying to, and they probably called Mace, and Mace wasn't going for it. Mace wasn't about to come on there and talk whatever, say whatever. But I think, like as you said, you're like, where's all of Diddy's people? And I think people know, like, hey, like people in the know, yeah, this dude ain't him. He's not a good guy. And let me just be quiet. And some of those people, I think that's what kind of CNN was trying to do with Cam. It's like that some of those people, hey, we need answers from y'all. Like, y'all around this guy. Y'all didn't see none of this. Y'all didn't have any signs of this.
But at the end of the day, I still think they got it wrong, because Dipset, Diplomats,
I know they got
none
it
of that
wrong.
they got it wrong. They probably, like you said, they probably wanted Mace.
Right.
And thought because of their relationship, whatever information he might have told them, he might have spoke on. That's why he said, I got talk to murder. Like, that nigga was signed to Bad Boy. I wasn't signing no Bad Boy. He's like, yo, hey, who booked me for this joint?
Who booked me for this joint?
Yeah. So, yeah, and he said he got free advertising. He plugged his show. Yeah. If y'all want to hear from me, what it is, we're on. You know what I'm saying? He plugged the horsepower, his little endorsement. So, you know what I'm saying? He got.
I wonder what's in the horsepower. See, I don't like to do.
I don't know,
natural.
Like,
I don't like to do nothing natural.
Like, I have no idea. But maybe now, again, now we talking about it, right?
Right.
Now niggas is talking about horsepower. The niggas are about to get some cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
I take my supplements. You already know me. I take my supplements. You know what I'm saying? I like to be healthy. I like to, you know what I'm saying? Everything. I keep my blood flow strong. But that's just what it is. So I try to stay away from the unnatural. But if it's some natural, You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
If it's 100% natural,
Horsepower, call my man. Horsepower,
call me.
call 30. You see
Let me know.
Gatorade, he plugging Gatorade horsepower.
Let
You
me
next,
know.
man.
Let me know. You know what I'm saying? If it's, I gotta check
Yo,
the ingredients. I can't
yo.
lie to the people. I gotta stay true to who I am. I
Oh
gotta
yeah, the
stay natural.
Dove working out.
Dove is working out,
There
bro.
we
To this
go.
day. You know what I'm saying? I stay dry. Everything stays fresh, bro. The Dove is strong. It's great.
There we
So
go. So
that's what I'm
horsepower.
saying. I gotta stay
Get up.
right to the people. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? If I tell them to use it, I'm using it. So
Give 30
that's
a
just what it
contract.
is.
Horsepower.
That's
Listen,
what
I
it
deal
is.
with like I'm in, my profession with the youth, man. I can't be out here
I'm
with no
saying,
horsepower.
but you a grown man. If you
I can't be posting on my story for the kids.
Hey man, hey nah, but we gotta give them a healthy. If it's right, you know what I'm saying? Because people going to the store, they getting the rhino pills, they getting the blue chews, they
Oh yeah,
doing it. I'm telling you, bro. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to get deep here, but
yeah,
it's a lot
please
of
don't.
things. It's a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? As far as men, as far as
Nah.
as far as
That's as
what
far
am
as
I?
that. As far as that.
Testosterone,
As
as far
far
as
as that.
testosterone and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's things in the atmosphere that's taking that down, and then men are looking for things to supplement it and
Again, just tell horsepower 30 like I don't know the
I don't
age
know
of
yet though.
information.
I don't know
You know
yet
what
though.
I'm saying?
I gotta look at what's in it. I gotta look at what's in it. It gotta be all natural.
Well, listen,
Nothing that's gonna mess up your heart. Nothing
Google
that's gonna be.
horsepower.
Yeah, we gotta see what's in it. We gotta see, you know what I'm saying, what the effects are and side effects and all that. We want to stay healthy. We want to, you know what I'm saying, we want to be 70 years old, you know what I'm saying, still getting it in. That's the goal.
Jack was,
We're in this longevity. We're about the LeBron, you know what I'm saying. We're
oh,
not trying to be just you know what I'm saying, we're not trying to be a flash in the pan. We're trying to we keep our head down, one coochie at a time, until we get to the finish line, and that's just
pum
what it
pum,
is.
pum pum.
Nah, man,
That's a good pitch though.
you
That was a good pitch though. That
you're
hey son,
Jamaican.
that
You're Jamaican.
was a good pitch though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, man?
Wait, what?
Well,
So
look,
look,
y'all.
before we segue out of here. So look, the what you guys have been waiting for, which is Kings NBA Final, the basketball guys pick.
I'm the basketball guy.
About
Everybody can see it
who's
on the
gonna
screen.
win.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
The NBA championship. So listen, experience at this point is what's important. Man, Kyrie needs a ring. Kyrie getting a ring, I think, validates and it brings more, I guess, light to his contribution to when he won with Bron. And it's not just he won because of Bron, similar to like a Kobe situation. Mm-hmm. But the only difference is like when you watch him play, he's okay playing second fiddle to Luka, right? But I think in the finals, he offensively is going to take a larger role, be more aggressive because he does want to get from under that Bron shadow. But before
will that hurt him if he's being unnatural? I know we saw him come out game
unnatural. 1. Nah, so remember, man, when he was with Bron, he was taking the last shot. He was more aggressive with Bron than he has been with Luka. And
I'm saying, but if he's doing it just so people won't say ABC, I don't think that's a good idea. I think he should play in the flow of the game and the best, chance to win. Whatever he needs to do to do that.
So I think he's going to, like, if you watch him play, he had 36. Man, did you know he took 20-something odd shots to get it? Like, it was so low key, kind of like, all right, lay off the glass, stop, pop, couple threes, time. Like, it wasn't like it was just real smooth. And I think that's how he's gonna play it too. But listen, man, like, Kyrie might be the exception to the rule, but how many guys out there don't play for their legacy? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How many don't?
He might be exception to the rule because we know
that's
he
what I
thinks
said.
different.
That he thinks differently. But at the end of the day, Kobe's his favorite player for a reason. And it's hard for me to ignore how even after he left Cleveland, he was like, when it was like, yo, the father figure that Bron is like, nah, nigga, I got one father. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, yo, nigga, I got one father.
That's
So
crazy.
I do think, and again, it's been what? That was 2016, right? So it's been almost 10 years since he's been back, and he don't got another 10 years left. So I think he's gonna be extra aggressive. But at the end of the day, yo, I'm gonna go 6 games. Boston Celtics host the trophy in 6 games. I'm going 6. Boston in 6.
Boston in 6.
I think, and listen, let me say this: if a healthy Porzingis is there, it's Boston in 6.
Boston in 6. Don't put contingency.
Nah, because
what is your prediction, bro? We need it.
I mean,
so we need to hold you to
part
it.
of the prediction. Like, what are you
talking
about?
We need to hold you to it. We need to hold you to it.
So I'm telling you, and again, all signs.
Your mic is out. We need your mic. Is it Boston in 6? Then it's Boston in 6. Don't say if. Don't say maybe. Don't say if it's a half moon. Don't say I don't. If it's Boston in 6,
player not being there is going to change the game. It's going to change. But like I said, all signs show that Porzingis is going to be there, the unicorn. And if the unicorn is there, game 1, Boston in 6. I hate that I'm going.
If the unicorn's not. If the unicorn's not. So if the unicorn's not there, it's Mavericks
in 7.
Man, we don't want to hear this.
I mean, listen,
this is what we waited the whole show for.
Yeah, Boston in 6.
Listen, you
sorry,
guys.
Kyrie,
this is the Build Different podcast. I'm sorry y'all waited all.
Kyrie.
I'm sorry y'all waited this whole time to hear this man
Jason
straddle
Tatum's
the fence.
Gonna be.
I'm sorry y'all waited this whole time to hear this man.
He can
straddle the fence.
He can keep trying to talk over me and exit the
Build Different
show.
Podcast.
But
it's
I'm
your boy, Mr. Gold 30. AKA the basketball guy.
Yo, hey, listen.
That's King and King.
King is the true basketball guy. Y'all already know what it is.
I don't know what going on.
King and King is.
I don't
this
know.
Ain't no Nickelodeon episode.
They're straddling the fence. They don't know what is what. They don't know whether up is up or down is down. But we're getting out of here, man. This
you
is the
already know what it
podcast.
is, man. See you next week.